Greetings, comrades! I'm giving Caleb back with another episode of SHMUP Saturdays. And before we continue, as a quick announcement, I have an unboxing video coming up later today. I ordered a few new controllers for my Switch. One of them is really good from what I heard, and the other one's a bit curious about. Given that it's $25, so go ahead and try those out. They come later today, and also, like my quick announcement, tomorrow is Mario Day, March 10 Day, March 10, MAR10 Mario. And if you're on the eShop, a lot of the Mario games are on sale, so definitely jump on that while you can. It's going on until St. Patrick's Day. And also, I've been buying quite a few Switch games lately. Though on Steam, I recently bought the original Command & Conquer games. Yeah, they just came out a few days ago. The entire classic Command & Conquer collections on Steam, along with a few other old EA games like SimCity 3000, Alpha Centauri, the Populous series, and even the Saboteur, which is cool. They will see Mercenaries on PC later, huh? Maybe? We'll see. And as for the Steam, or Switch, I should say, I bought the entire Borderlands trilogy on the Switch, which I was just curious about it, and it plays a lot better than I thought it would. I thought it would look kind of choppy, given it's on a Switch, but no, it runs pretty good. It doesn't look as good as a PC or even the other consoles, but it still runs good enough, so I can't really argue with that. I also got the Capcom Arcade Stadiums for Switch and a few other small indie games here and there. Just something to build up my digital Switch library. And yeah, let me get that out of the way. Anyway, I was originally going to do Revolver 360 Reactor, but I'm having some problems getting to work on full screen so I can record footage for it. I tried to start up, it crashes, so I don't know what's going on with that, so I just uninstalled it. I'll probably try later on. Meantime, I decided to do Darius Cozmic Collection Arcade. Yes, this is a collection of 3 of the arcade game, the Darius series, Darius 1, Darius 2, and Darius Gaiden. And Darius 1 and 2 have 3 different versions to play. There's Darius Gaiden is 1. And interesting about this is a few things. The Darius series is known for having these giant, like, robotic fish and sea mammals as, like, bosses. One thing I got known for, one of the most iconic shooter bosses out there is his Great Thing. Giant whale covered in guns and stuff. Really cool. And, one thing I really remember about the original Darius games, at least Darius 1 and 2, they're multi-screen arcade cabinet. Darius 1 was like 3 screens, whereas Darius 2 was just 2 screens. So more, more arcades can actually house that thing. It's still big, but it's not nearly as big as the Darius 1 arcade cabinet. Boy, Darius Gaiden is a single screen game, so yeah, it accommodates single screen stuff better. So you can play these games. Give me a second. Oh, just some random person trying to cut off. Everyone here is so stupid. I mean, really put no soliciting signs, no loitering signs in the front, but apparently people around here can't read. Very concerning. Anyway, go ahead and get playing, really. Now, think about this game. You can't really. There's no options menu. The game selection menu. You have to select the game first, then set up the options, whatnot. Anyway, we have 3 different versions of Darius 1, 3 different versions of Darius 2, even though the other 2 are named Sagaya, which this is the overseas version of Darius 2, which this is in Japanese. So, or links Sagaya. It's the same game. The obviously a different name, an overseas release, and apparently easier than Darius 2. Yeah, these games are not. Especially the first ones. Like, think about these two. If you die once, you lose all your power-ups. At that point, you might as well just start over. There's Darius Gaiden. A little more forgiving, but it's still hard. If you die, your power-ups go down to the first level of that particular weapon. If you die again, you go down another level to back to your basic weapon. Like 4 or 5 different levels of your weapon, but you have to keep in powers to go up that level. So, a little hard to explain. Yeah. So anyway, here's a new version. Taito made plenty of arcade games that are well known for their English. I like to call it Taito English. Kind of understand what they're saying, but the wording's like not there. Mistranslations, whatnot. But anyway, before we continue, I'd like to make sure the recording some footage earlier. It's still kind of loud. Yeah, you don't have all kinds of different options here. I adjust the you can adjust the HUD, so it shows all different things like the strength of your power-ups, boss health, and stuff like that. Something called a Yakuza timer. Or Yazuka timer. I said Yazuka. Also like Yakuza. Yeah, never understood what that is. Never encountered it. I suck at. You also have smoothing, scan lines, and stuff like that. Also, I have wallpaper if you want. And yeah, multi-monitor settings. Yeah, because like I said, Darius 1 and 2, they're multi-screen games. You can't play a single screen like this. We'll scrunch over it. Still look good, but basically, if you have multi-monitors, you want to have the authentic Darius arcade experience, then you can do that. Yeah, you can adjust the controls here. Here we'll go with that. It looks kind of busy here. It came way back in '87. Basically, like typical shooters back in the day, you destroy enemies, you get power up. But I don't know if you would call it innovative, but what made this unique again is how big these machines were. But it definitely looks pretty nice for the time. They're not very forgiving games. At least the first 2 games. If you die once, lose all your power-ups. At that point, you might as well just start over. It's like a radio. Crash. Right. Yeah, there are actually 2 different Darius Cozmic collections. Arcade version is here. There's also a console version. It was a console Darius game. Super Nintendo, Genesis, stuff like that, but for some reason that version isn't on Steam. It's only on console. And I'll probably hunt down the console collection later on. One thing I hit on the first carry. I said Radius. I meant Darius. Similar sounding name. Console costs like $50. So you get more games. I've seen it on PC one of these days. What made Darius stand out for other shooters that there are branching paths. Like go encounter like different levels and different enemies, depending what path you take. And of course different ending. Or should just be on your car. Back in the 80s, these backgrounds look pretty impressive. Especially seeing them on a triple screen arcade cabinet. Man, we'll have to see one of these back in the day, but I don't recall seeing any Darius arcade game where I lived. Even back when he had arcade. I didn't see any. All these other well-known games like, you know, Mortal Kombat. He had like Area 51. Stuff like that, but I never saw any titles. You even have a... Then you lose all your power-ups, so might as well start over. I might as well just start the next game. And yeah, you'll notice what's interesting here. When you pause the game, you have this like zone map on the side here, which basically shows you like each possible path there is, and what boss you'll fight, how many power-ups there are, and stuff like that. Naturally, some are going to be a little more challenging than others. Yeah, I'm just checking my messages. Chatting with my sister and whatnot. Yeah, here. Yeah, Darius 2 is next. We're gonna do Sagaya. Well, it's in English. Well, Engrish, but Antaeus is a little more forgiving than Darius 1, but you still lose your powers when you die. Good old Taito Engrish. I forgot to mention I'm playing with my DualSense 4. I use this program called DSX to kind of emulate like haptic feedback and haptic triggers on games that don't support it. Thing is, I have to use Xbox 360 emulation because a lot of games don't natively support DualSense. Some don't even recognize it. So you have to like do a third-party program to trick the I just put like extra resistance in the triggers. Do all sorts of stuff beyond the scope of this video. Oh, it didn't last long. This is the overseas version of Darius 2, which is supposedly easier than the original release. This also has branching paths, not as many though. Ooh, ooh. You get your shot and the bomb. You also have an arm, which is basically your shield, which takes a few hits before it dissipates. Naturally, the more powerful you grab, the more powerful your weapons will be, and the stronger your shield will be. A bit more going on screen, because again, this is a dual monitor, or dual screen game. Or the triple screen game like the original. Got to put on the... Yeah, the volume controls, it's not... It doesn't cover the entire collection. It's only that single game you play, so... It's gonna take a little bit of adjusting here and there to fix it. Not sure why they designed it that way, but no. But yeah, up until this came on Steam, I haven't had any playtime with the first two Darius games. I played Darius Gaiden back on the Taito Legend 2 PlayStation. Actually, my first taste of Darius was G-Darius on PlayStation 1. I ran that game a lot back in the day, so I'm definitely showing my age. So we have this and G-Darius HD, which, by the way, feature SHMUP Saturday's video. I think like the console Cozmic Collection isn't on Steam, but I guess sort of makes sense. Oh, get that. Hey, I'm playing Darius. Actually, no, I lied. My first taste of Darius wasn't G-Darius. It was actually Darius Twin Super Nintendo. Holy crap, did I suck at it. But you know, it's just like a dumb 7-year-old kid at the time. It's like a... First of all, use all your power if you die. Might as well just start over. So smart. It'll blow up. Feel some. I want to do it. And I imagine this game's look pretty good. Dual screen setup. Of course, my dual monitor set's a little weird, so it's a no-go for me. But Darius Gaiden, it's a single screen game. So you're good there. So again, these Darius 1 and 2, there is multi-monitor setup available, so if you want to do that, you can. Again, my setup's a little weird. Oh, good. But even though no enemies on screen, just keep shooting them. You never know when someone's gonna pop up. Alrighty, well, that's Darius 2. Now for Darius 3, which I have the most memories of, because I played it a lot. Taito Legend. First, let me make sure the... Turn down a little more. Also, the intro plays, you see that wonderful Taito Engrish. Giant robotic fish. You know, this is a Japanese game, so it makes sense to be something weird. Trust me, I've seen a lot weirder from Japan. Remember Choaniki? Alright. Yeah. Funny thing about Darius Gaiden, sometimes when I play this guy, sometimes I spawn a second player and intentionally get them killed just so I can get their power-ups and power up my own ship. Yeah, being kind of a bastard. Like, survival of the fittest. Yeah, this is an impressive looking game in the mid-90s. I believe this had a release on the Sega Saturn. This PlayStation 1 had a G-Darius. Yeah, Dave said this game is a little more forgiving when it comes to power-ups when you die. I upgraded my main shot here to the laser, and if I get like 4 powers but then I die, I go back to level 1 of the laser. If I die again after that, then I have to build this regular shot. Fire-breathing dragon fish. Yeah, some of these enemies in Darius Gaiden, I think G-Darius has it too. They have this orb on the top of their head. If you shoot it, then you grab it, you can pull that enemy ship for a limited time. It'll take some hits for you. So. Well, G-Darius, you can actually capture any enemy. It'll turn like special drones for your ship. Every enemy has different attacks. Huge battleship. Lenovo. Approaching battle. That iconic interlude is awesome. The most of all the games, the HUD's pretty busy. All these different things here, like the power-up levels, the zone you're in, next boss, the fight, next zone, even like boss's health. Pretty cool. Of course, you can always turn that stuff off. It's a bunch of clutter. And a lot of these like provide ultras, they had this kind of stuff. A lot of shoot 'em up purists like seeing this stuff. Yeah, this game might not look much now, but back in the day, it was impressive. But yeah, funny thing about the Taito Legends 2, including this game, the PlayStation 2 version, actually I remember playing, was the only Taito Legends version we saw in America. The Xbox version was a PAL release. It was released in Europe. So we never got that. And what's interesting is that each version had 4 different games. The other did not. Most of the games are faced, but the PlayStation 2 version had Cybalion, Balloon Bomber, Darius, and Raystorm. There's an Xbox, I forgot what other games I had, but one of the games was Ray Force. I didn't get Darius. Both versions had Darius guidance. Cool. Sure. Yeah, that's one thing I want to mention about the Darius series. Branching path. I don't know which version, what Darius game there is. You always kind of branching paths, like different levels, different enemies, different bosses. How much more powerful my ship is now. And again, I would like spawn a second player and just have the like die repeatedly just so I can get their stuff early. Power up my ship. I'll go faster. But it was just me, so you know. You can say nothing risk, nothing gain. But even with those powers, I still die. Especially in the later levels. Final boss. I don't think I ever once CC'd this game. I don't CC any shit. I think there are save states too, though. Not a bullet hell, but it is pretty hard. Wait, an old save. But yeah, that is Darius Cozmic Collection Arcade. Basically the original Darius arcade games collection. And yeah, Darius HD has a few different versions of it. It has the arcade version as well as a console version. There are a few differences here and there. And even an emulated multi-screen mode. There's only a few bosses, but it kind of shows you what that game would look like if it were multi-screen like in Darius 1 and 2. Interesting little treat, especially those bosses. Oh man. But yeah, still kind of weird the console Cozmic Collection isn't on Steam, but yeah, I can always get it on the Switch. Anyway, I'm gonna signing out. Have a good day.
Suck it up, life's tough, we know that. Someone's got better stuff and can throw cash. Tell them I don't give a fuck, make my own path. I don't need no handouts, I'm my own man. Gotta get it, I'll get it and fast, yeah. Got a girl and she'll get it, she bad, yeah. Man, I only get down with the best, I'ma leave the complaints with the rest,